Hey tennis fans, I'm James Waterson, and guess what? I've got your Tennis Now tennis news, and it's been an interesting week in the tennis world. We'll start with something a little bit more expected. World number 5 Robin Soderling will face Tomas Berdych, and Nicolas Almagro will play David Ferrer in the SkiStar Swedish Open semifinals tomorrow. Now earlier today they won their quarterfinal matches in straight sets. So far, results from the Swedish Open have been about what you'd expect, because the 4 men I mentioned are also the top 4 seeds. Now at the Mercedes Cup in Stuttgart, the ATP's other event this week, things were a little different. Gael Monfils led a field that included Jürgen Melzer, Mikael Yuzhny, Gilles Simon, and Florian Mayer as the top seed. By the time the first round finished, 6 of the 8 seeded players had been eliminated, including Monfils. The 2 remaining seeds, Yuzhny and Guillermo Garcia Lopez, were ousted in the second round. What we had left was pretty remarkable. 2 20-year-olds caused some of the major upsets. Federico Del Bonis, the world number 240, beat Mayer and 45th ranked Sergei Stakhovsky to reach his first ATP quarterfinal. In fact, his win against Mayer was his first win on the ATP level in his career. Now today he continued his great run with a 6-1, 6-2 win against 278th ranked Pavel Chernovac, who beat Victor Hednescu in the second round. Now Hednescu was the one who ousted Gael Monfils in the first round. Meanwhile, 197th ranked Cedric Marcel Steve, a 20-year-old German, also won his first ATP Tour match when he outlasted Nikolai Davydenko in 3 sets in the first round, and then he beat French Open quarterfinalist Fabio Fognini in the second. Now unfortunately for German fans, Steve lost 6-2, 6-1 to Pablo Andujar in the quarterfinal. Still, the 45 ranking points he gets from this tournament will take him to within the top 170, which is a career high for him. Now, former world number 1 and 2003 French Open champion Juan Carlos Ferrero made his way into the semifinals after beating Mikael Yuzhny in the second round and Marcel Granollers in the quarters. Now, this is Ferrero's 3rd tournament of the year. He's missed much of the year because of injury, and his ranking has dropped down to number 85 as a result. Now, moving on to the ladies, we've got 2 WTA tournaments going on this week in Bad Gastein, Austria, and Palermo, Italy. Julia Gerges was the top-seeded player in Bad Gastein, where she was joined by Jarmila Gajdasova as the 2nd seed. Now, similar to Stuttgart, all but one of the top seeds lost in the first round. The only seeded player left is 8th-seeded Ksenia Pervac, who is number 61 in the world. In Palermo, all but one seed made it to the quarterfinals. 2nd-seeded Roberta Vinci lost in the second round to Edina Camelia Begu. Polona Herzog and Petra Chetkovska have already booked their spots in the semifinals, and Flavia Panetta will take the court later today. And those are all the results from so far this week. For more tennis news, we go to Lauren Lynch.
Thanks, James. According to the USTA, the 2011 US Open winnings will be $23.7 million, increasing by more than $1 million to reach a record purse. On top of the earning, there's a bonus prize available that will increase it to a potential $26.3 million in total by playing well at the US Open Series, broken up into 10 events. There was a 6.4% increase in the singles purse over the last year's total from the US Open. The US Open singles champions will earn a record $1.8 million. The top 3 men and top 3 women finishers at the Olympus US Open Series may earn up to an additional $2.6 million in bonus prize money divided into 3, meaning that each winner could take home $2.8 million in total on top of the US Open prize money. To determine who is a finisher with 3 places in total, a point structure was made to compare the singles results at each of the 10 US Open Series tournaments this summer. This means that the players must compete in at least 2 US Open Series events to earn the points and the bonus prize money at the US Open. The 2nd place and 3rd place finishers will be rewarded as well, meaning that if they didn't take the titles at the US Open Series tournaments but performed well, they can earn up to an additional $500,000 or $250,000. Speaking of big bucks, 16-time Grand Slam champion Roger Federer launched a $3.3 million project on Tuesday that is meant to provide an education for over 54,000 children in impoverished areas in Malawi in 10 years. Federer said, "As a father of 2 little girls, I observe every day how incredibly fast children learn if their environment is a stimulating one. It is a great privilege for me and my foundation to help give children in Malawi the chance to reach their full potential." The initiative is a collaboration between the Roger Federer Foundation and Action Aid Malawi, a United Kingdom-based organization that works to provide food, shelter, work, and basic health care to those impoverished areas. Federer's project aims to build 80 community-based childcare centers in 6 of the country's 28 districts. According to the Roger Federer Foundation's website, 800 early childhood educators will be trained to encourage, nourish, and educate the students. There are several players with causes. The ATP has announced the 12 inaugural recipients of its ATP Aces for Charity grant program. Grant of $10,000 each will be awarded to the ATP on an annual basis to charitable causes nominated by ATP World Tour players and tournaments. This year's recipients include the Rafa Nadal Foundation, the Bryan Brothers Foundation, and the Japan Tennis Association's Earthquake Relief Fund, and other organizations with a range of causes. Ivan Lubicic has been the ambassador for Special Olympics Monaco since 2009. Nominated by Ivan Lubicic, it focuses on the empowerment and acceptance of people with intellectual disability through sport. The David Nalbandian Foundation aspires to create positive conditions that help people with disabilities live a better life. Attrape le Ball, or Catch the Ball, founded by Joe Wilfred Songa and a group of friends in 2009, provides underprivileged children in the Congo with access to sports and activities. Recently retired last October and former world number 3 Elena Dementieva said that at age 29, I have to think about something else. I think I'm ready for a big change in my life. She is making a big change on Saturday, July 16th, and marrying Russian professional hockey player Maxim Afinogenov at the Ritz-Carlton in Moscow. The two Russian gold medalists have been together for many years. They both won their gold medals in 2008 for Russia. Dementieva won the singles gold medal at the Olympics in Beijing, and Afinogenov won a gold medal at the World Championship. Aya Kudryavtseva and Dinara Safina will be attending. Safina indicated that she received an invitation to the wedding on Twitter. First comes love, then comes marriage, then Dementieva indicated that children are in her next plans. She said after her retirement, "It is true that I expect changes in my private life in the near future. I don't want to give all the details because these are very private, intimate things. But I have to admit, I've made a decision to quit mainly because I want to start family and have kids." Well, that wraps us up for today, tennis fans. Be sure to subscribe to the Tennis Now YouTube channel, clicking that button right up there. And remember to log on to the Tennis Now Facebook, as we'll be giving away World Team Tennis tickets all over the United States. Make sure to sign up. I'm Lauren Lynch, and this is Tennis Now. Thanks for watching. See you soon.